Tede played this lead line.
Again on the OB6.
OB6
Right.
again.
Did you know that S.G. Lewis sampled Force MD's Tender Love for his track Something About Your Love? If you're interested in sampling, then you should check out TrackClip, the online record store for sampling. Stick around to get your first 15 tracks for free.
We were working out of Sleeper, and Sleeper is this amazing kind of it almost looks like a spaceship cockpit as a studio, and it's an amazing studio to work as a producer, because when you're sat at the computer, you're surrounded by instruments like everywhere you look, and there's like synthesizers everywhere. It's like unbelievable room, but it makes making music in it really fun, because you can just run around playing a bunch of synthesizers and stuff. So he worked on this together, and this is what the beat sounded like when I left that session, which is largely similar to the end record, but the structure's a little bit different. It's a little bit more, it sounds like a club track in this instance, really.
It sounds a bit more acid.
Yeah, it's a bit more kind of DJ focused, I guess. But I was listening to like 80s music, like Dead or Alive and stuff, and I think you can hear that reference in here.
Yeah.
So the way it was made was, Sleeper has all these toys, all these old drum machines, all these old synthesizers, and it means that there's very little in this song that was done on a computer. It's all kind of just recordings of old drum machines and stuff. So basically started with the drums. There's a Linn drum, which is basically Prince's favorite drum machine, and it's pretty famous. So like you recognize the sound of it. So all these kind of kicks are all kind of Linn drum stuff. There's a couple of splice samples in there too. But basically, I started to put the Linn drum through guitar amps and amp emulations just to give it a bit of grit. So you have these kind of drums that start to, like a slapback delay on that snare. And then, like I did on the last song, I kind of like to layer like a live break in sometimes, just to kind of like add some texture. So you have this like super compressed break in there. Then some Oliver samples tucked in just to kind of make it a little bit more contemporary. So then you solo this. I can hear the cowbell somewhere. It's hiding. Anyway, the cowbell is also a Linn drum. And then there's, here we go. And then this one. So yeah, that's just an automated ring shifter, which is kind of giving it that sort of like warp effect. Just winds up like that. So all those drums together just sound, it's got all those like 80s sounds, but then with a few modern drum samples just to add that kind of contemporary weight. So then I started playing this bass line on a OB6, which is a synthesizer. So yeah, the drums and bass line kind of, that's like the main two elements, and then everything on top is kind of extra, but that drum groove and that bass groove was kind of the foundation for the whole song. It's all OB6 pretty much. I think it's the best synth that's like available out there. I use it for pretty much everything, and it's probably the best like $2,500 I've ever spent. Like, it's just one of those synthesizers that you pick up and like anything you do with it sounds good. So we did all these different bits.
So what you're playing us is all OB6?
Yes, it's all OB6 right now. And then Tede played this lead line.
Again on the OB6?
OB6 right. Again. And then there's a couple more bits in here.
The two of you must have been like kids in a sweet shop in this place.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun place to spend time, and there's so many different things available. But I do find myself going back to OB6 every time.
As promised, I'm here to tell you more about TrackClip. 80,000 previously released records, real tracks by known artists from the 60s to the present day, all available for you to sample fast and affordably. In many cases, you even get access to the original multi-tracks, so you can grab that 80s soul a cappella that you've been after. As High Contrast said in our recent chat, it is a producer's dream. Fellow TrackClip users include Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, K-Tronada, Lil Wayne and DJ Khaled, among thousands of others. Head on over to trackclip.com/tape notes to get your first 15 tracks free.